So today we have an empty machine here that money is just falling through and then we collect it at the bottom. But we can spend that money to buy a bumper, and then when the money hits it, it gets a little bit added to it. So instead of $1, it's now $2. And then we can get another one and combine them, so it's a $2 increase for $3. And so we just can keep buying those, and now we have a multiplier instead. And we just need to wait for a thing to hit that, so it gets just a little bit more, but the money falling through is so small an amount that it doesn't really do anything. So let's just combine that, so it's a 20% increase. I think that's how that works. And so it actually gets a little bit added to it, but it's only $1. But now we can decorate all 3 of these points here with bumpers. So no matter where the money goes, there's always a little bit more being added to it past the initial 2. And we can also unlock a new peg point here. So I think what I want is the multipliers below and the solid dollar increases up top, so the number can get as big as it can before it meets these things. Now let's just keep upgrading further, and this one can become a $3 increase. Spend a little more money, and the multiplier can become a 1.3. So it should be a little better now that we're actually getting some higher dollar amounts. But we'll just keep these 3 the way that they are, because that has the biggest chance for money to go big. We might see some double digits here pretty soon. Although it would be nice if they would, start bouncing the other way, or at least get down here. There's a 10, 12, and a 20. We got $20 there, which is actually enough to increase the base income. So now instead of $1 falling through every time, it's $2. And we just have to keep this whole chain going. Now I would like to see this point open up here, but we need $500 for that, which it's kind of working. Now we have, $3 on 2 bumpers here. We could increase that even further, but I do kind of want to keep 2 bumpers here as long as I can. But let's bring this one to 1.4. That should be a way better increase. So, sure enough, when it got to $10, we got $4 more on there. And we can increase the base income 2 more times, so now we're starting with $4. This is really going to help the bonus that we get. The problem is they bounce here and then they sometimes bounce to the other side, which isn't very helpful. Oh, but we got a good one going here. $27 there on that one. So let's just buy a few more bumpers, and wow, they're all multipliers. But at least that's 1.3, and we might as well stick that over here, because $1 at this point doesn't really add very much. But now $24 falling through there, and then a few more big increases there. The money gains we're getting are looking kind of okay, but I do want them to be better. And if we just get 1 more bumper, or maybe 2, because that's what we need to do here. So 1 more there. Why does it have to be a multiplier? There's not even a pattern for what it does. It's just random. It's either a solid dollar amount or a multiplier. Either way, we have enough of these now, so we have 2 1.4s here. Let's make this a 1.5 for a 50% increase. I like that idea. And then $2 bonus over here should be okay. And I think we can just let this roll for a little bit until we get another point down here, because 2 multipliers down here I think is going to work better for us. But what would also work better is just having a base income of 5, because that's a good number to work with, especially if that falls through. Oh, I missed the thing. You're supposed to hit the thing. There we go. This one's gonna hit the thing, $11, and that's $25 there. It didn't bounce as much as it could have, but that's why we need more of these bumper nodes here. Oh, good bounce there, but then it gets interrupted. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? But now we're up to $300, and we're getting about 20 each time we do this. Oh, that's a big one. Oh yes, hit the thing. $70 there. That is huge. That one had some really good bounces there, and now we have enough to unlock this node. Oh, we almost hit the add thing. We don't need that. We just need another multiplier down here. And then to get more money again, because what do you know, we spent it all. But we just keep upgrading these things like we do. And then if we get 1 more of these red ones, then we can get one of these over here to 4. But we're not quite getting that. We're just getting more multipliers. There's a +1. So we get a 2 over here. We have 3 plus 3s. I could leave this because the rate that they're bouncing at is actually pretty good, I think. And getting $3 each time is also very good. So to get to the next level, we need 250,000, which also gives us a new type of chip. Interesting. Now there is an upgrade for speed, but I don't think I want to spend that much on just 1 upgrade. So let's just buy a whole bunch of bumpers so we can get a couple more of these and more of these. 1.3 right here. And oh, we got a good one going here. Oh, I missed. It gets my hopes up and then it just goes and misses. It's also too bad that there isn't any bonus for bouncing on the walls, because they all seem to go that way once they start here. At least it can get 17, 14, 14. Where's a big 20 like I had before? There, oh, that was 18. But now we have a 1.4 right there. And then let's change this one to a +4 increase. And getting 50% bonuses every time is working out very well for us because that's just exponential at that point. And that was 32 there. Oh, we got a good bounce going here. Over $200 there on that one. I love it. It kind of makes me want to watch an ad for this cell right here. Thankfully though, that's no problem at all. And we might as well just get one of these down here before we boost it a few times to +3 right at the very end. I don't know if that's really good. That should definitely be where multiplier goes, so we can swap those around. And then probably just put this here and then use this to boost this one because I think they mostly bounce over here. So we have 2 +4s. We could make that a +5. The problem is too is that we're still getting these base level upgrades and they're not really increasing past that. But, ooh, good bounce right there. A few more good bounces. That was almost 100 there. But I do think having the biggest multiplier down at the bottom is going to be better because that means that's where the biggest money is going. So now we have a 3, 4, and 5 on the multipliers. And then, oh, I can't read that. I think that was like a 42. It's really hard to read these numbers when they're spinning around like crazy, but that's 57 right there. So we are still earning good monies, but I think we can increase the base income now. So it's up to 8, and that just means that it affects the multipliers even better, or the multipliers affect this even better. Order of operations here, $46 there. And I want to get this base income up to 10 if I can. Thankfully though, just a few more of these should do that because they get really good bonuses. So now we're working with a base income of 10, which is guaranteeing us about $20 each time now because of how many things get hit. That's 38 right there. And then, oh, this is a good one. And that was over 100. Beautiful. So maybe it is time that we increase the speed just so this can go a little faster, unless that's the speed of how quick they spawn, which I think would be good, just so there's more money things falling through and getting us big bonuses like that one. And we have a good, ooh, 279 there. I like that. We're still a little ways off from 5,000 here, but we're making good progress because we already have 1,000, which I almost want to spend solely on bumpers just so we can get bigger numbers here. But it is good seeing these large numbers happen, and we're seeing more of the yellow numbers as we go on, which is extra good. So now we're up to 3,000. Let's just go ahead and buy a whole bunch of bumpers. So we can combine these like we do to 1.3, and then that's increased as well. And now we have 3 +4 bumpers at the top here. And I would like to see 3 1.5s down here, but I think we're still a bit ways off from that. Oh, this is a 3. Oh, that one got stuck. That was over $2,000 there. That was amazing. I was worried that it wouldn't register if they just got stuck there, but it did. And that one was another big amount. Now we can get this cell right here very quickly. Oh, I love that. I don't even know what to put down here. Probably move the multipliers down towards the bottom, although they sometimes go way around to the outside, which is a little too bad. Oh, there's another one that got stuck here, but that only resulted in $59. But here, let's get another speed increase to 120%. And I think that is with the rate that they start dropping, because some of them are really doubling up on this first bumper here, and for very good things to result from that too. But now we need to start boosting this +2 bumper here, so let's just buy a few more of those, and thankfully that's very quick to do. So when they start dropping down, they're at 18 to 20, and then that was another 100 right there. Maybe I should just make 2 1.5 bumpers. Although, oh, another one got stuck. Oh yes, just keep going up. Stop bumping it. 2.8 thousand right at the end. Why'd that other number have to come along and ruin it? Why must you fail me so often? Up to 5,000 again, looking very good. Although the last slot is for 50,000, which we are still not close to. So let's just buy more bumpers. And I would love it if these started being like base value of 2 rather than 1. But we just do what we can, and now we have more +4 bumpers. And then 2 more of these. Okay, not quite what I want. I want another 1.1 multiplier so that we can work our way up to another 1.5. But now they cost over $700 to do. There it is. So 2, 3, 4, and then where should a 5 go? Probably down here. So if we can increase the base value that the bumpers start coming in, we can increase the base income at least up to 12. Pretty good. That makes them an even 20 if they bounce twice up here. And then, oh, you're looking kind of stuck. Oh, but not quite stuck enough. I do like that one getting stuck up there though. Really racks it up before it hits the multipliers. Beautiful. Oh, it spun right around it. This is worse than a pachinko machine. The good news is though, our average value seems to be around 50, so that can get us what we want fairly quick. It's better than, 20s every single time. Oh, that was a 300 right there. I like that. I'd like to see more of it though. But these bumpers are just spaced out enough. And it's really tempting to just merge these to get a +5. But let's just buy a few more bumpers of normal value. And now the bumpers cost 1,000 to get new ones. My goodness, we've almost bought 100 of these. But that's okay though, because 1,000 seems to be like an easy number to get to now. Especially if the numbers just keep going up and we get 100 or close to it. Oh, good balance there. Another 1,000. And now we're at the point where we can get either a multiplier or an additive, and we can still work our way all the way up to a +5 going right here. Beautiful, that's way better. And then hopefully the next one is another multiplier, just to even this out. But of course it's a red one, and the base income bonus is still only 300. We could really boost this if we wanted to. The question is, could we get this to 20? Let's buy one bumper first, and then get all of these up. And now we have 3 1.5 bumpers. And I do kind of wonder if having multiplier bumpers is better than the additive ones. I think it is. Especially when it does that. That was beautiful. And now once we have 5,000 monies again, let's try to get the base income to 20. Oh, we got just short of that. Now all the upgrades cost the same amount. Well, having a 19 starting value on the drop isn't so bad. So that should really benefit from the multipliers. And they're over 100 before they even get to the bottom row. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, and these two are stuck. Those numbers are stuck. But they're not getting any bonus value to them. Oh, come on, bump them out. Get them out of there. I don't want to move the things, but why can't you just be hitting the bumper over and over again like your other friends do? And now a third one is stuck. What's happening here? Oh, this isn't productive at all. Oh, just a little bit further. Come on, get unstuck there. Oh, there it's hitting it. Yes. That's 100 now, and it's still stuck. Oh, but it's there, it wiggles free. And can you get to 1,000? Yes, you did. Oh, beautiful. Was not really expecting that to happen. It's just a shame that they weren't all like triggering the bumpers over and over again. That would have been even better. And now it's been going on long enough that we have $10,000 here, which is only a fifth of the way to this one. And I think multipliers are better. So let's merge these 2 points together and then have a 1.5 over here. So we have 2 5 increases, and then a bunch of 1.5 multipliers in a really good spot. That one just created 1,000 there. And I might merge one of the multipliers even further, but I don't think I need to quite yet. And they do still fall kind of at a weird angle or to the outside. So there really isn't a perfect arrangement for this, I don't think. Just what we can do. And that was 500 right there. So we have 20,000 right now. It is so tempting to just buy a whole bunch of bumpers, but that gets stupid expensive. At least we are seeing more of the thousands than we were before, but it just takes a little bit longer to get there. We're still getting the thousands. It's just not so often, and it is still less reliant on them getting stuck, which is a good thing. So now we're halfway to unlocking the last cell, but I think we need more speed, so let's just dump into this. So now we should be seeing a 50% speed increase somewhere. It definitely doesn't look like the dropping rate, to be honest, although it actually looks like it could be the drop speed like I thought it was. It's just not as clear when it's only half speed faster. But we are up to 10,000 plus again. The issue is if we want to increase these values, then we need to spend a whole lot of money. Oh, but this one got to, wow, that one got over 10,000 there. Oh, I need more of those. And I am seeing a lot of numbers going towards where this empty cell is now, so maybe we should do that and put one of those back. We're at 30,000 right now. Let's just buy a whole bunch of bumpers again and merge them as high as we can go with the money that we have, which thankfully is looking pretty high right now, because that's up to 1.4, and then we just keep going like this, and now there's 3 plus 5s. So we'll get the 1.4 down there, so that should be a little better for us. But now it costs 2,000 to buy bumpers now. Oh, good stuck number there. Another 1,000. Very good. Up to 14,000, which can get us like 5 more bumpers. Or we just increase the base income a whole bunch. I think we should do that. So that's up to 26 to begin with. Not bad. It is helping us get to 100 plus more quickly on these things. In fact, we're seeing 200s a lot more frequently. Like this one right here, and now that's 1,000. And this one's 200. And that one's 100. A lot more yellow numbers. I love this. This one's a stuck one. That's good. 600, 1,000, 3,000 there. Beautiful. We can almost get this one, but I want to have good bumpers before that. So we're up to 1.3 and then 3 here. A 1.3 down at the bottom wouldn't be so bad, but we need 50,000 to get there first. And even though the numbers get stuck sometimes, which is great, it's not doing it very quickly. So let's just activate a ×2 bonus, which is boosting the initial starting value of the monies dropping down. That is amazing. Now the multipliers are really showing their stuff. And we have this for about 3 minutes. So they're getting to 100 before they even hit the multipliers sometimes. I like that. Now, if we just keep going like this, we should see 50,000, but let's also use it to buy, there we go, one of these. And now we have a +4 to use somewhere. But I don't want to spend too much more money because I really want to unlock this cell right here. We're up to 30,000 and we still have 1.5 minutes of this multiplier bonus. I like it. Up to 40,000, very good. Just a little bit further and we still have a whole minute. And come on, get stuck some more. Need to see a few more thousands happen before they're done, but we are getting like 500. There's 1,000. Oh man, it's gonna feel so slow once this multiplier is finished. But the good news is we are getting 50,000 in just a little bit after a few more good bounces like this, and there it is, the last node. Now we can put a multiplier right there just before it runs out and we start dropping the $26 amounts again. Oh, that hurts. But now we have all the cells available, and it takes 250,000 to get the next one, which does change the arrangement. And also new power-ups. So we just gotta keep buying some more bumpers. So we can now have a 1.4 right here. I'm starting to wonder if there shouldn't be a different arrangement. Like having the multipliers down here is nice, but I feel like we can have a better income by having multipliers in the top too. So let's change out these two to be the multipliers. And then the middle can, have the flat value increases, but also not really. Let's just merge these to be a +6 up here, and then maybe just have a down here. So there's a big old gap right there, which is honestly kind of hurting a little bit. So let's put that back. But it might also be good for these to have a little bit more room to bounce. So you have a chance of hitting the same one again. There's definitely logic here. I just haven't found it yet. And now we have the bumpers we need to get this other +5 to a +6. And I might as well fill this last slot with something. So another multiplier, but maybe the weak ones can be closer to the top, so there's more heavy hitting ones down at the bottom. That seems to be helping a little better. I think anyway, it hasn't actually been running for very long, but now I think that is doing a whole lot better for us. I just wish the bumpers weren't staying so expensive. And now I think we can afford to increase the base income. Oh, not quite the 30, but we can get it pretty close if we had maybe 15,000. Here's 15,000, and sure enough, we can do that. Beautiful. 30,000 starting, or 30,000? Wow, I wish. $30 starting value. And you know what? Let's just boost it again. So we have a $60 starting value. So it's like a new game being dropped every single time, and then it bounces through until it goes up in value, and it disappears pretty quickly. But the good news is, with this increased starting value, we're getting, oh yes, another 10,000 there. That's what I like to see. It's just too bad that I realize in them getting stuck like they do. So if I combine all the multipliers that are on the field right now, I could get up to 1.7, but only one of those, and that doesn't seem very efficient. I think having more of these is gonna be way better. And now we're at to 50,000 again. Let's ride out this until we get to 100,000, if we get that far, and then we can buy a whole bunch of bumpers and maybe increase the ones that are on the field right now. This one for sure, because that one's like nothing, and we don't quite get to 100,000, but we can still buy a whole bunch of bumpers. So those get a good increase, and these get a good increase. This one becomes 1.3, and it can become 1.4. So now let's go ahead and make this one over here a +7, and then put the +4 right down here. I think a $7 increase every time is going to be very well for us. But man, some of these numbers just bounce around like crazy, and then they end up hitting very little. And now the bumper's cost is so high, it's 10,000 for a new one. I really need to get this next level here. I'm also really wondering what the new type of chip is. Maybe it's one that like splits this, so it's 2 things going down instead of 1. But at least now that we're at 50,000 again, we can increase the base income a few times to $33, back up to 50,000. I really don't know what to buy next because they're all so expensive. But maybe I do need to buy just more bumpers. So I can get 4 of those, and number 5 here pretty quickly. But then I can't do anything with these unless I combine these to be bigger things and then swap these in. Although I feel like that would really set me back. But we might as well try it. So another 0.5 up here, and then we can make that 0.6, and then 0.6 here, swap with that. And then just get the rest of these in here somewhere. So, ooh, see 1,000 there. Okay, we are seeing plenty of 100 values as they go down, but the +2 down here really isn't doing anything. But now we have a 0.2 here. Ooh, and that created 1,000 there and 1,000 there. But that 1,000 was before it even got down here. That has potential. And then we can just get one more bumper to fill in down here, just so we have a full field again. Oh, it looks like we have another stuck number that's just perfectly wedged between those two, even though there's quite a bit of a gap on either side. But it's up to 2,000 now, 2.6. Oh, there it fell through. Get to 10? Oh, I didn't quite get to 10. But that was also during a ×2 bonus, so can't complain too badly. And we're already up to 75,000 after about a minute and a half of that. So I guess the numbers stay the same size, even though they get a little bit smaller, so there's more numbers in there. But I think we can get to 100,000 even faster now. And, you know, at all, because we didn't before. And, oh, we have another stuck one right down at the bottom, but it's on the 1.1. And it falls through, but now that's 100,000. So let's use that to buy a bunch of bumpers, which are still just the starting 1 value. Oh, that's so inefficient. It hurts. But I think we're at the point where if we want to be making good progress here, we need the ×2 on at pretty much all times. But it's paying off really well. We're at 140 now, just 100,000 away from this pretty much. And 1 round of ×2 bonus can do that for us. I just really want to see what those new chips are. So 1 last ×2 bonus for us. And now we're up to 200,000 for the first time. So an extra 50,000 is just a little ways off. Thankfully though, this shouldn't take very long. And since these bounces are getting us like 500 roughly before they reach the bottom, it's not gonna take very long at all. Especially for the ones that get stuck and ramp up to 1,000. That's beautiful. 247, 48, 49, and come on, just need one more big one. Just need one more at all. There it is, 250,000. Yes. So now we're starting with, whoa, look at this down here. There's different like slots that they can go into for ×2, and this one is just dropping into it each time. So we're getting $4 every time that happens. And also this is a very interesting peg arrangement here. It's more circular instead of normal. But I think the best upgrade right now is this base income, just so that becomes $8 when we cash in. And you know what? I think this is the best money maker right now. Plus the next level is $1 million. And that's just gonna take even longer to get to. So I think we'll end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching and sub to Intern. And thanks to the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, DVNX, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Lily, The Miner Within, DeGarity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse, Nicholas, and Lollipop.